Count that one there is one. There might be one over there is two. One behind me is three. But guys, are going to be 10 more living in these grasses that never get counted. So there's one reason why I believe this number is low. The other reason is I have my own airboat. I come out here at night. I put an aircraft landing light on top of my head. I run the same areas we're going to be running today. I count anywhere from 5 to 10 alligator eyes at once. Now the reason why I say I count their eyes will turn bright red, just like sitting at that red light, guys, at the intersection. You can see these alligator eyes up to a quarter of a mile away at nighttime. So nighttime is the best time to see them. Any question about the alligator? You guys are way too easy. All right, we're going to bust around. Against your husband there going, oh my God, what's he doing now? Now the ride's really going to get back. Once I see I got beer in somebody, boy. Guys, I'm going to tell you about the Everglades system, how it works. Guys, most people think these Everglades is a swamp. It's really not. It's an actually free-flowing river. Now, way before Walt decided to build Disney World up there, that's a valley called the Kissimmee Valley. When it would rain in the Kissimmee Valley, it would drain in Lake Hatchahaw, Lake Cypress, Lake Kissimmee. This all drained into Okeechobee. Okeechobee drained into here. From here, guys, it went further south to Everglades National Park, dumps out on the Gulf side of the ocean. Now, back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, the Army Corps of Engineers decided to come in here. They dug all these canals, dams, and dikes. And the reason why they did this, they wanted to dry up the Everglades so we could run cattle out here. Guys, it took about 25 years to figure out they couldn't do it. Every time it rained during the summertime, the cows were getting stuck in the mud. We had no way of bringing any farming equipment out here, no way of growing any grass. They abandoned that out here. Back in the late 1940s, there was a serious drought here in South Florida. Back in those days, all the farm fields were out getting east. So flood control said, you know what? We're going to take this wasteland out here, we'll fill it full of water. Farmers need to water crops, they sent it to water their crops. Now the farm field's been taken over by housing projects. Today we'll hold this water back for our drinking water. So if you're staying here in one of our hotels or relatives' house in South Florida, this is where you guys get your drinking water from. Now the state does have a plan to take the Everglades back to their natural state. It's called Save the River Program or Save the Everglades Program. Guys, they predict this to be a 35-year project, somewhere around 27 years into it. It's already happening up north. We're taking 80% of the big canals and filling them in. Take over 100 miles of dike system out. Get this 1 mile an hour current flowing through the glades. When they do this, guys, all this grass you see here around you today will act as a filtering system and take some of the impurities out of the water. We have a poison in the water today. It's called phosphate poisoning. Organic waters, and we're not supposed to eat these alligators south of Lake Okeechobee, which is about 60 miles to the north. Now the reason here is, guys, our major sugar cane fields are back there. Where I get all my sugar from. When it rains during the summertime, the farmer will pick that water up and pump. This year, when we do get the rainfall, we can pick their nasty water up, dump it in that pond, spin it around a few times, clean it up, then send it through these Everglades as good, fresh, clean water. Now, guys, I'm hoping we can do this. It took us well over 100 years to figure out we messed up these Everglades. Let's hope it don't take them another 100 years to hear them say, oops, that project didn't work either. Now, one time, guys, we had over 6 million acres of Everglades. Today, we got about 3 million acres left. This due to the population explosion on both sides of the coast. So you put it into miles, it's about 5,000 square miles of Everglades system today. Any question all about the Everglades or the alligators? Well, I got a bunch for you then. You got none for me, I got a bunch for you. Back row, where you from? Back row, where you from?
The Philippines.
The Philippines. Where you guys from?
Indiana.
Indiana. How about you guys?
California.
California. I got you guys out, huh? Yeah, you've been locked down for a while. Where you guys from?
Massachusetts.
You ever heard of Worcester? You ever heard of Worcester?
Oh,
Worcester.
yeah.
Worcester.
Worcester.
Yeah, Mom was raised in Worcester. Dad was born in Medford. I started in Boston, finished here, so I get to call myself a rebel. Mom used to call me her little rebel, yeah. All right, sir, where are you from next beside them? Eyes, you'll see them black little slits. Those are his ears. This guy can hear every word I'm saying right now. He just can't understand a word I'm saying. They have 2 eyelids. One's a clear one. When they go underneath the water, keep their eyeball from being scratched by the grasses. And they got a regular eyelid just like you and I do, where they can shut it down and go to sleep. Bigger mine, but not much bigger mine. Here's a little bigger mine. The size of a peanut. If 1 peanut, not a 2 peanut, are about to half the size of your thumb right there. Guys, it don't take much brains to sit up here. You push this stick down, she goes right, pull it back, goes left, both those pedals go straight to the floor. All you need to know. Any questions about the gator before we leave him? He's a good one there, guys. Yeah. I haven't seen that one all week. tie it off, but we'll ask you guys the exit mode at that time. Folks, do me a favor, take your earplugs, put in a garbage can here at the bottom of the ramp. Guys, if you enjoyed the ride and like to leave your captain a tip, there's a tip box there at the bottom of the ramp. Once you get up top, check out those pictures. After that, you walk down toward the end of the building, you'll see the sign that says Animal Exhibit. If you'd like to pet that baby alligator, find the boys who work down there. They'll catch one up, put tape around his mouth, let you pet him. You take a picture with your camera, you go back home.